Hey guys, Benny Adams here with Hollywood Junkie, and today we're talking about episode 4 of The Bachelorette, and so much drama once again. We're gonna get all into it. First, I want to talk about Michelle and Martin. So Michelle was having a little bit, she was feeling a little iffy towards Martin because Martin and Jamie were best friends, and she doesn't know how Martin felt about Michelle sending Jamie home. So she wanted to pick his brain about that. And during the beginning of the day, it seemed like he was kind of questioning her motive of sending him home, but she couldn't really gauge what he was thinking. So later that night, they went more in depth into it. And Martin explained, he's really bad at trying to explain himself, and he's really bad at opening up because of his upbringing. So I thought this was really cool because we really got to see a different side of Martin, and I think Michelle really appreciated that from him. She also saw a different side of him. So we'll definitely have to see what happens with these two. We now got to talk about the group date because this is where like all the craziness happened, and I'm just like, my jaw was on the floor. I was low-key embarrassed about everything that was going on because all the guys that were on this group date, they were not paying attention to Michelle whatsoever. And it was so awkward. I don't know about you guys, but I was cringing. Michelle was literally just standing there watching them all just have a good time. It was so weird and bizarre to me. No one came up to her. And I wanted to ask you, like, why do you think? I know they kind of explained it a little bit. Michelle said maybe, they don't want to, they just don't want to steal me or something, but that's the name of the game. This is a competition. You're trying to win her heart. So she was not happy about that. And then she was even less happy when she found out that the guys would be battling it out with the whole teddy bears. And it was just really uncomfortable. She was just sitting on the couch and she was not smiling until she later had to put a fake smile on to show that she was happy. So I thought that was definitely interesting. All right, so now we got to talk about the second one-on-one date with Michelle and Rick. I really like Rick. I'm going to say it right here, right now. I want Rick to win. He seems like a stand-up guy. Just from like the very first episode, he was the guy that was underneath the table. Like, the guy is so cool. He's funny. He seems like a genuine guy. He seems like he is there for the right reasons. And so the second one-on-one date, we really saw a different side of him because we got to hear about his backstory, which was really tragic. And just, it was even more tragic where, he said he blamed himself a lot for what had happened to his dad and his family. So I'm really glad we got to see that side of Rick, and I'm really glad that Michelle got to see him. And it seems like they got closer. So I'm rooting for Rick. I really like the guy. Fingers crossed he makes it. Now, the cocktail party, this is where things get really crazy. So I first want to talk about, this is the 4th time that we have seen drama on this show. Like, there is literally drama every single time, and it's always during the cocktail party. And that, it makes me wonder, like, are the guys doing this on purpose? Is it a coincidence? I don't know. But Chris S., he decides to throw a bombshell on everyone, and he said that, a lot of these guys aren't here for Michelle, and Michelle should give more time to the guys who actually want to give her attention. And I'm thinking, all right, I can't get mad at Chris S. because this is a game. You got to do what you got to do to win her over. Was this something where he was trying to be petty, or was this something where he really genuinely cared for Michelle and really wanted her to feel seen? So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I thought that was very interesting. I love the drama though. I love the drama. So Chris S. talks to Michelle privately, and things get even crazier. He calls out Nate and says that Nate feels like he has it in the bag and that he's gonna win. This throws Michelle off. And also, I want to know what you guys think about that. Do you guys think Nate feels that way? I kind of get that feeling sometimes a little bit, but I don't think it's a disingenuine type of feeling. I feel like it's, hey, I have a really strong connection with her. I really do feel like I could, I could win her heart. I think he's kind of looking at it like that. I don't think he's looking at it like, oh, I have this in the back. These guys are all weak. I got this. No competition whatsoever. I think he sees that, I've really worked on a connection with her. We've really progressed. So I think he looks at it that way. But I want to know, what did you guys think about that? But then we get to the rose ceremony. So guys who already had roses from their dates, and those guys are Martin, Olu, and Rick. And then the guys who got roses were Brandon, Leroy, Joe, Rodney, Clayton, Casey, Nate, and Chris S. And the guys who were sadly sent home were Chris G, Will, and Romeo. So were you guys surprised with the people that stayed? And were you shocked with the people that left? I will say, I'm not surprised that Chris S stayed. I feel like Chris S is a new villain. I feel like there's a villain every episode because the villains get kicked off every episode. So I feel like Chris S is a new villain, but we will have to see. But next week, it looks like it's going to be a really cool episode because we're going to go to Michelle's hometown in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It looks like a lot of things are going on. A lot more drama is happening with Chris S. So we're going to have to see what happens. But what did you guys think of the episode? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I will see you guys later.